Today, allow me to address you on a matter of great urgency and importance, a matter that demands our collective attention and action. In October 2023, the world witnessed the outbreak of a devastating conflict between Israel and Hamas, a militant Islamist group that has long held control over the Gaza Strip. This conflict has brought about immense suffering, with hundreds of lives lost and countless others forever changed. The roots of this conflict are deeply intertwined with a complex history, one that spans over a century. It is a history marked by division, displacement, and a cycle of violence that has left scars on both Israelis and Palestinians. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, dating back to the late 19th century, has seen its share of wars, peace agreements, and moments of hope and despair. In the wake of the recent conflict, we must not forget the countless lives affected by the conflict's devastating toll. It is crucial that we remember the lives lost on both sides, as every loss is a tragedy. In this moment, let us reflect on the words of Mahatma Gandhi, who once said, "An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind." We cannot allow this cycle of violence to continue. Despite the complex history, we must look forward toward a future of peace and cooperation. The recent conflict not only affected the immediate region, but also raised concerns of broader regional involvement. We must work together to prevent further escalation and seek peaceful resolutions to conflicts. As President Joe Biden stated, the loss of innocent lives is of primary concern in this conflict. We must prioritize the safety of civilians and work towards a ceasefire. The recent events have, unfortunately, disrupted ongoing diplomatic efforts, including negotiations between Israel and Saudi Arabia. These disruptions further underline the need for a renewed commitment to diplomacy and dialogue as the means to achieve lasting peace. The situation is compounded by the recent political developments in Israel, where a far-right government has come to power. It is essential to remember that leadership plays a vital role in shaping the path to peace, and we must encourage leaders to choose a path that fosters dialogue, respect, and cooperation. In closing, we find inspiration in Abraham Accords, where nations in the region came together for the common goal of peace. We must not lose sight of the progress that can be achieved through diplomacy, dialogue, and compromise. As we reflect on the events of the past and the challenges of the present, let us look to the future with hope and determination. We must advocate for peaceful solutions, support international efforts to mediate conflicts, and work together to ensure that the people of Israel and Palestine can finally experience the peace and stability they deserve. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done. Let us work together to make peace possible for the sake of all those affected by this conflict and for a more harmonious and just world. Thank you.